They don't have the R38 available in the size that I need. So I'm getting creative here, and what I've done is I've taken these R19s and basically ripped the vapor barrier off of one piece of it, and then I'm just doubling it like that to make it the R38. Basically, you don't want to use both pieces with the vapor barrier between. I'm not real sure what the logic on that is, but everything that I've read in all of the documentation that I've found has said if you have to do the doubling up in order to get the right R value, to take that vapor barrier out. I don't know if it traps moisture between them or something like that, probably is my best guess. But it's working really, really well. It takes a little extra work, and you do get a little itchier because you're working with it without that backing on it, and just the process of tearing it apart. I definitely recommend wearing a face mask because it does make quite a bit of the fiberglass dust. So, but it is possible to do it if you need to in order to make the R value that you need. So just like I did with the walls, wherever there's electrical wire going through, I'm basically just cutting, and I'm just using regular scissors, cutting the fiberglass. It's kind of hard to do this and hold the phone and all that, but basically just cutting through it to make this little kind of valley that the wires can go through, and it makes it so that instead of smooshing it up around there, it allows it to wrap around the wires. So I've already got the a mess going on here. I've already got the one that I ripped the vapor barrier off of up in there, and I just kind of wedged it up, didn't push it in or anything. It's a pretty snug fit, so it's just perfect. And then I'll take this and just wrap that around the wires, and let me see if I can lay the phone. This is going to be interesting to see what I actually capture here. I'm going to get that wrapped around wire. And that's just really ugly right now because I'm just kind of getting it up there so that I can move around with it a little bit. But once I get it positioned completely, which I'm going to have to go a little higher here. Completely positioned, then I'll use my little handy staple gun and tack it down like I've done with all of those. What I'm doing now, before I put that backer board up, is I'm putting 4mm plastic all around the shower area, and I just covered this window here, and then I cut it out, and I cut at an angle so that I could fold it over. That'll just help give it a little extra protection. Just because I'm a little crazy, I'll probably do a little extra of that pink stuff that goes in here, anywhere where the wood might still be exposed, just to make sure that it's really well protected, especially around that window, since you know how that goes. That'll probably become a place to put shampoos and things like that. I'm also thinking about using some of these spaces, not necessarily here, but maybe even this whole space here, because this wall doesn't need any kind of insulation in it, and it's just a 2x4 wall. If I put the drywall on the other side and leave this open with a shelf in here, I could put a couple different shelves going all the way down so I can hold my shampoos and things like that within the wall rather than like on the windowsill or something like that. And then I just have to make sure I cover it well and tile it well and all that good stuff. But it'll be like built-in shelves. And I'm probably going to do the same kind of a thing down here, because there's all this space between the uprights here that, I mean, this whole wall basically doesn't have pipes, doesn't have electrical lines or anything. The electrical stuff doesn't start till over there, so that gives me almost 3 full spaces that I could use the wall space itself as shelving to hold things like toiletries, you know, toilet paper, you know, towels, washcloths, things like that, because they just need to be rolled up and put on there. Plus I have all that space up there I can maybe do something with. So I'm going to get creative as I go. I know you're supposed to have all this stuff designed and planned as you know, before you even start, but this is me talking. Well, I would like to get more done, but there's only so many hours in a day, and I still have to have some energy to go to work tomorrow. So I got that whole end wall completely done with the rock that goes on before the tile. Got some of it on this side over here. I think I'm going to get the fixtures for this first before I do too much more. I did get a lot of the insulation up in the ceiling. I'm waiting on this piece here. I've got to go get the E-vent that goes to that for the fan, so I don't want to insulate it first. And I've got to get into the roll of plastic because I did run out before I could do the ceiling. I don't have to do the rest of it over here or this right here, because it's not necessarily where the water's going to be, but I don't know, I might do it anyways. Just kind of depends. I'll see what happens between now and next week or next payday, that is, when I go get more stuff, because